Okay, the arrows of misfortune. Kajika is nodding sagely in your direction. You strike me as a strong and capable individual. I have a job for you, Westerner, if you are courageous as well. On the beach far to the west lies the carcass of a gyuki, feathered with arrows. I would have you go and retrieve those which may still be of use. While you're at it, I should be glad if you were to butcher its tail for meat. Very good meat in gyuki tails, you know. But I did say you would need to be a courageous sort, and I meant it. The beast was young. Do not be surprised if an angry mother mourns its child. Oh. Apex Heart, welcome into the Twitch stream. How are you? Search for the gyuki carcass. We're gonna go talk to Aranami and see what they want me to do. What menial tasks do you have for me? Yeah, the general vibe, Apex, for tonight seems to be a 5 of 10. So, I'm expecting around that point. That seems to be the baseline. You there. Ah, you. Have you seen a bumbling clod of an aura? Hey, that's me. A new recruit I ordered to patrol the northern edge of Onokoro. He's late and is returning. A strange boy he was, quiet and brooding, reluctant to speak unless spoken to first. Better that than a fool who never holds his tongue, perhaps. Much as I would enjoy dragging him back by the ear, I cannot. Duty compels me to remain. You, on the other hand, have no such obligations. The Solace of the Sea. Afumi has no patience for seasick pirates. Kami, take me! What kind of a pirate cannot suffer the sway of the ocean? New recruit from far-flung shores? Listen well, I have a task for you. Go first to Akumo below and receive of him medicine for men of the earth. Then to Quickscape Pier and the hapless Doman bemoaning his wretched fate. Quickly! So we're like going to go get some Pepto-Bismol, I think. Well, I guess it wouldn't be Pepto-Bismol, would it? It would be what do you take for motion sickness? I can't remember. I've never struggled much with it, thankfully, but I've known people who have. What do you take for motion sickness? Come at the behest of Afumi for medicine? My very best is yours for the taking. Oh, sweet. Wait, is it Pepto? It looked like pink bottles. I'm not sure what that is back there. How pitiful this lot of the Doman, unable to stomach the sea. A true Confederate could raid a dozen ships while in his cups. Mayhap this one should return whence he came. Mayhap. Mayhap. Alright, pirate. Ugh, why does it shift and shudder still? Landlubber's best mate. A sack full of victuals to help the would-be pirate keep his insides on the inside. I've been watching Final Fantasy 14 vids lately and been getting interested in Bard. Ah, okay, okay. Yeah, so traditionally I lean towards support classes, which Black Mage isn't really a support class. So I'm not sure which support class I would be using yet. I've messed a little bit with Astrologian and I'm like, cards, but I think they're redoing that. I'm not sure what they're changing about it. But it's interesting. Medicines, give them here. They may look down on me for resorting to such measures, but I would do aught to render the world stable and motionless once more. You are kind, as is Afumi. You may tell her that I will return to my duties as soon as I'm able. Alright, one task done. Not interested. Get your fate out of here. Those look kind of spooky. The last voyage, so we gotta search for the missing Confederate recruit. Did I? Yeah, Carvel was out. At some point before, like, I start catching up to people, I really need to make this UI a bit cleaner. You cast about for the Confederate recruit, but see no one matching his description. Well, he's dead. Oh, there are multiple. Okay. I thought it was gonna like lead me down a path. Same thing. Honestly, all the jobs look interesting. I'm just bad at playing games, so I stay away from the others that require more than 2 brain cells working at any given time. I get that. Yeah, my reaction time isn't as good as it used to be. So, I don't know that something like Monk is going to be great for me, because apparently that is a very high ceiling job and requires a lot of paying attention to your hotbars. You get nervous with the responsibility. That's honestly the main thing that kept me away from playing tanks in the, I don't know, like 20 plus years I've been playing MMORPGs. I've never played a tank. I've done healer and I've done DPS. But I feel like tank requires the most knowledge and the most on your gamedness, or everything goes to shit, you know? Healer, like, you can miss a heal here or there before things get catastrophic. DPS, like, you can just blame the other DPS, right? Or do the League of Legends method and just blame anyone else if you are scrubbing up. So DPS is like the most guilt-free, I guess. Oh wait, at last spy a young or a man lurking behind the rocks to the west. Thank you for liking the TikTok live. Jordan Page. Who are you? You not look like a woman of Confederacy. Forgive me. Just but yesterday we bid farewell to one of our own, and I worry that she might have lost her way. We laid her to rest in a boat and pushed her out to the current and claimed it. For the sea is our home, now and ever after. But those sent thither with burdened hearts may drift back to shore, it is said. Out of concern for her comrades, she strove to earn far more than her keep. She hunted rare and deadly game in treacherous waters and lost her life for it. But my vigil is ended. Her vessel has not returned to Onokoro. She has made peace with this life and placed her faith in us to live on. Apex on Twitch says, yeah, I'm just never sure. It's a powerful stench that fills the air. Oh no, mama. I didn't kill your baby. I have dragons now. That's cool looking. Yeah, you stick with Summoner, eventually you get Bahamut. Or Channel Bahamut, I guess. Alright. Got arrows, now need to cut the tail, yeah. You know, I have max crafting levels and harvesting levels. I think I should be a bit quicker than this. Not to toot my own horn. But I just tooted my own horn. Alright, Kachka. You've been away for some time, perhaps in search of the young Gyuki corpse? Yes. Here's your arrows, here's the tail meat. I see I did not misjudge you. Thank you for your help. Would that I could have tended to my own kill, but such is life. I pity the meat is not as delicious as it is nutritious. Under certain circumstances, we would not bother hunting Yuki as game, but as you may have heard, these are not normal circumstances. Arrows too must be reused when possible. A prudent measure become necessary, alas. With every passing day, our future grows more uncertain. This day we shall have full bellies, and in that we must take solace. And wayward travelers need not risk the ire of eventual Yuki by wandering near my neglected kill. A strange sigh passes your lips. Have I said something odd? No matter. Thank you again for your aid. Yeah, no problem. No problem. I'm here to serve. You know, what if I just gave them all arrows and I was like, hey, can I just cut straight to the quest now? Here, you guys are hurting. I don't need these arrows. So did my recruit. Did you find him napping on the beach or some such? What? All this time he was standing watch for a funerary vessel? Huh. So really does it give voice to his thoughts. I had no idea our comrade's death had affected him so. Too quick was I to judge him. It's good that you went in my stead, else I might have misspoken and made a fool of myself. Please accept this as a token of my gratitude. Oh, Apex, you run ads? Apparently you can get minions, you can get weapons, you can get a mount, and a frame. I put the link in chat. Yeah, apparently you can get a lot of stuff with this event coming up. Which means time to grind. So that starts in just 5 days, I think. I think it's the 24th. Bedtime duties, wish me luck on not falling asleep, says Mom Got a Game. Good luck, Mom Got a Game. May the melatonin be with you. Okay. Last chore turn in. The Doman was raised in the mountains of his homeland. The first time he saw the sea was after he fled his homeland and came to us. He tosses and turns in his sleep, and when he takes to the water, it is not long before he can no longer stand. But he will grow accustomed to this life. He is hardly the first, after all. The captain, too, was once of Doma, though he cast all aside 25 years ago, when the Imperials took his lands and the lives of his parents and brothers. Perhaps you, too, will renounce your ties and join us someday. I mistook you for a recruit before, but I know your tale now. Hence we unfold it all. Think of my offer, Westerner. You may find small joys in the land, but the sea holds salvation. Well, I don't like pirates, but I do like fishing. I did deep sea fishing a couple times a few months ago. And I was like, I don't know what I'm doing, but this is fun! Good luck, have fun. Thank you, Mom Got a Game. As my ankles shatter. A grilled turban. I thought it was a hat. It is not a hat. You've been busy, haven't you? And now you're here to ask if I need help with anything? Well, now that you mention it. Lately we have a trouble with ravenous sharks that have been leaping out of the water and making off with their fish. Damnedest thing, I know, but you wouldn't doubt it if you saw it. We've got to call the thieving bastards regularly. So it happens I sent 3 of my mates out there before you came along. Still, the more the merrier. If you can kill 2 or so, that ought to be enough. Take a few of those rotting fish as bait. I'll not be needing them. Oh, and maybe see if you can't find the other group. They've been away longer than I like. Sun-ripened chum. Mmm, delicious. Puppy. You sense a hostile presence. Ah, it's an aggressive shark! Soggy as hell. No good. Okay, you're still up. Well, I'm sorry they messed that up for you, Apex. Whoa! I just realized I can summon Phoenix. Phoenix. City. Sharp Shell, the red! You son of a bitch. We were having a discussion. Just remember that I started a new expansion, can't fly anymore. Wait, where are you in Final Fantasy XIV? I thought you had finished Heaven's Ward. No, you didn't finish Heaven's Ward because we would be at about the same spot. Where are you in Heaven's Ward? So you mean you're getting to like the different zones where you need the ethereal currents, right? Oh, Kami be praised. I don't know what I would have done if you hadn't come along. My partners and I got separated when we fled. You haven't seen them, have you? Damn. Before the Kojin started chasing us, their leader asked us if we were Domin. They're Yotsuyu's catchers, I know it. First Asari, and now this. I've got to tell Rashaw and the others. Ah, there you are, Fatewood. I heard you went shark hunting. We too did our fair share of beast culling. But I think Lise made a stronger impression when she bested a drunken pirate in a sparring match. Fastest knockout to date, I'm told. I should like to think we have proven ourselves to be rather... But I get the feeling you have something important to tell me. Kojin mercenaries rounding up Doman Confederates? Surely Yotsuyu has crossed the line now. We must go and speak with Rasho immediately. Even he cannot deny that this changes everything. At least, I should like to think that he cannot.
Our most compassionate acquaintances return. For your deeds we owe you many thanks. But something tells me our thanks are not sufficient. The strange thing is, I was certain you understood our position. And yet here you are with that same look in your eyes, and those same words upon your lips, I'll wager.
I speak only the truth. The Confederacy will not be spared Yotsuyu's wrath. You have always known this, that one day you would have no choice but to stand up to the Empire. I say to you that day is today, and come once more to ask that you join us in the fight.
How convenient that recent events should lend such credence to your claims. Tell me, do death and destruction always follow in your wake?
They had no part in it, Tansui. You know this. We all know this. They came and took our Doman brothers. They will torture them for her sport. Murder them for her satisfaction. So we attack and get butchered for our trouble, or do naught and let them have their pound of flesh. If this be our choice, I say we suffer the ignominy. We endure. We survive. There is no better path. Until the day our enemy is grown weaker and we stronger, there can be no retribution. We will wait for a sign. Such is the judgment of the Confederacy.
So that's it then. You're just going to abandon them to her. They'd die for you, you know, for the Confederacy. They would die for you, but you wouldn't even think to risk your lives for theirs.
Is his fist made of lettuce?
I have one last idea, if you will allow. I'm afraid it's not very good as ideas go. It's exceedingly reckless, in fact, and you may well come to despise me for ever having suggested it. Assuming we survive, that is. The question being, do you trust me?
We can't stand by and let innocent people suffer, here or anywhere else. I'll do whatever it takes.
Then let us roll the dice. If it's a sign you want, we shall give you one. One rousing enough to make you drive every Garlean out of Ffxiv without a second thought. You are wary of invoking the ire of the Imperial forces stationed in Dome, correct? Know then that once we have rescued our comrade and freed Ffxiv, we mean to liberate the nation as a whole. You will doubtless require assurances that we are capable of achieving this, and that is only fair. Accordingly, we shall demonstrate our seriousness by depriving the Garleans of a key ally, the Kojin.
What, the three of you, just like that?
Actually, my esteemed colleague here will attend to it on her own. But the how of it is not your concern, only the outcome. If we succeed, you help us liberate Ffxiv. If we fail, you lose nothing. A simple enough wager, if you have the stones for it.
The little miss does make it hard to refuse, does she not?
Words are air. We will weigh you by your deeds.
Apex says, I can understand they'd want us to visit these areas since they worked so hard on them, however, are these areas memorable? Like, what else is going on there besides the current? Yeah. Fight me, stick boy. Stick boy! Fight me, stick boy! So, alone you would deal with the Kojin. If you are set upon this course, I should give you a word of advice. Two factions have the Kojin. The mercenaries who serve the Empire belong to the Red. Those who belong to the Blue are the traitors. They have made no pact with the Imperials, and so may be willing to aid your cause. Seek the Blue on the Isle of Becco. There you will find a cave. The rest is up to you. Thank you, Captain. We shall endeavor not to keep you waiting over long for your sign. Right then, let's head for... Wait, where's Lise? We cannot leave without her. Oh, look at all these quests that showed up. Won't be doing those. Oh, there's one that's probably an ethereal current. It's called Pulling Double Booty. Oh, it is an aether current. Fine. Your clothes, your manner. You must be a woman of Eorzea. Do you know the East Aldenard Trading Company, then? I hear they're a fairly prosperous vendor where you are from. Your acquaintances with the Kagane branch office owner. Oh, the chief's been searching high and low for a well-connected woman such as yourself. Oh, but before we get into that, allow me to introduce myself. I am Hatsaku, and you would be... Phaedwin. That should be easy enough to remember. Now, Phaedwin, do me a favor and meet with the chief, would you? Ever since those damned Garleans strengthened their grip on Hingashi, our contacts in Kagane have quit trading with us. I could really use your help in establishing a new business partner. Please, I wouldn't ask if I wasn't desperate. You see, I only just joined the Confederacy. Life has been hard. Really hard. For me lately. And if things were to fall apart here, I'd have nowhere to go. To the west of this place is a tiny lodge. The chief should be there. Unfortunately, I cannot leave my post to show you there, but I trust you'll find it easily enough. I'm counting on you, Phaedwin. Alright. Gotta go chase those currents, Apex. You know the drill. Gentlemen, since you refuse to pay the ruby tithe with coin, you shall instead be paid with your blood. I believe an arm each will suffice. Wait! We're with the East Ardenard Trading Company. I suggest you think twice about this. When word of this gets back, you'll be the ones to pay. Oh, you should have said so sooner. Suzume, see that our distinguished guests are escorted to our best room. In the dungeons. I should go and sharpen mine eyes. You heard the man. Is there a rubber ducky somewhere in there? Get up and start walking. I think they just got bludgeoned with a rubber duck. I trust you stuck around this long because there was something you wish to discuss with me. Make it quick. As you can see, I am a very busy man. So at last we are joined by someone actually associated with the East Aldenard Trading Company. Excellent. The kami have thrown us a lifeline, sir. That said, what was the fool thinking? And Saku should have had the courtesy to accompany our honored guest here. Please allow me to apologize on his behalf, mistress. Ah, it seems the ill manners of our subordinate have begun to rub off on us. We have not yet introduced ourselves. I am Tsukagage, and this is my right hand, Suzume. Well, it seems Sensaku has touched upon the gist of our troubles. Please allow me to fill you in on the details. As you know, all boats seeking safe passage through the Ruby Sea must pay our levy, the Ruby Tithe. Give us more than we ask, and we might even provide you with men to guide your ship through especially difficult waters. For as far back as anyone can remember, this system has been in place, enduring even after Doma was occupied by the Imperials. While the Empire has always shown little interest in our activities, with the Yotsuyu's rise to power, that has changed. The Royal Viceroy has planned the merchants in Kogane from bartering us or paying our tolls, has banned them rather, because Kortra cannot read. With those Bakufu dogs backing her, everyone is far too terrified to disobey. Many outside the port city are also looking to use the current state of affairs to avoid paying their dues, like the two we just took into custody. While we have confiscated their goods, without our contacting Kogane to purchase them, they are of little value to us. Thus we look to Othard. If we were able to establish a trade agreement with their biggest vendor, our worries would be over. It is, however, something we cannot accomplish alone. I would look to you for help. Now I am quite certain the men on the ship we seized are lying about their affiliation. Suzume, show her. This flag and the items we found aboard the vessel do not belong to the East Aldenard Trading Company. We must, however, be certain. We cannot risk raising the eye of a potential trading partner by attempting to sell them their own goods. Please take the flag and Suzume's inventory list to one of your contacts at their Kogane branch and inquire as to whether any of it is from one of their ships. Mistress Fortunes, what a pleasure it is to see you. How might I be of service to you today? Here's a flag and a list. You would like to know if this flag or any of the items listed here came from one of our ships? I'm afraid I cannot help you there. Kikimo, however, might be able to tell you. She's in charge of inventory and is currently stocking our ships at Pier number 1. Who might you be? Ah, Mistress Fortunes, I had heard a great deal about you. Very well. Let's take a look at your flag and list. Yep. None of these items are even remotely familiar. It is as you suspected. You've been lied to. It is a shame you were the one to ask. Had it been anyone else, that would have been an easy thing to claim the ship and its goods as our own. Many of the items listed here are worth their weight in gold and then some. With this, those men could have easily paid the tithe several times over. Such luxurious items can be rather hard to come by, so do let me know if your friends are looking to sell any of this. We would be more than happy to find a buyer for them. Okay, and now we go all the way back? Yeah. All the way back. You know, I usually summon my mount and don't pay attention to what came out, but now I'm like, what the hell am I riding? Budding. Oh, a dinosaur. Mistress Fatewind, you I return. Very good. If you'd be so kind as to give the flag and list back to me. Anyone else want to see this stuff before I hand it over? It is as we suspected then. In light of Mistress Kakimo's proposal, however, not even their evident guilt can sour my mood. Indeed, this is fantastic news, sir. It is everything we had hoped for and more. While certainly promising, we are not yet out of the woods. Mistress Fatewind, I trust we can rely on your continued support. I have a feeling we will be needing it. Alright, that exclamation point is not blue, which means I don't have to talk to you. Bye-bye, stick boys. What was even going on at that time, Apex, for you to say that? It's gonna be stuck on my head. I'll be like editing videos later. And I'll be like, bye-bye, stick boy. Fight me, stick boy. What was the context? I don't even remember. Search for Lise. Hello? Hello, Lise. Hello, Lise. Oops. I dipped into the water. Oh, thank you for not rendering. You could have saved me some time, at least. I feel like they changed her voice actor as well. From Rum Reborn. Fatewind, what is it? Oh, sorry, didn't mean to wander off. I just wanted to have a think. You were worried we wouldn't be able to live up to our promises. No, it's nothing like that at all. If anything, I'm frustrated that I didn't think of it first. Ida and my father had a way with words. They knew how to inspire people, how to bring them together. I always hoped I might have something of that in me too, but I'm starting to think I don't. What am I even doing here? Lise, you... Gods, listen to me. I don't know where that came from. Forget I said anything. We have places to go, Imperials to fight, and friends to save. And we're not going to get any of it done by standing around here moaning, right? Right? Before we first visited to Giabania, I was in Limsa visiting a friend. A young child who had been through a great deal. That's neither here nor there, I suppose. Anyway, on the way back, I passed a patisserie which sold some of the most exquisite-looking tarts I had ever seen. I've always preferred cookies, to be honest, but nevertheless I decided to stop and try one. I'll treat you to one when all this is over. Oh, she's gonna die. She's gonna die. You can also switch off the mount music. For example, you don't like one of the mount music. Bubble Paw, thank you very much. It was just startling, but welcome into the YouTube stream. How are you? Bubble Paw is a fun name too. Apex on Twitch says, oh, that one guy was like, so the three of you are gonna do it, and then you walked up aggressively pounding your fist. Oh yeah. Fight me, stick boy! I'll treat you to one when all this is over. Fatewind 2. And I won't take no for an answer. Somebody's dying. Somebody's definitely dying. What about Ashtola? We'd never hear the end of it. Alright. Ishtola 2, once she's better. Deal? Good. Let's hurry, shall we? We have a million things to do before then. And scene. Just woke up? Oh, man. What time is it where you are, Bubble Paw? It is 9:39 p.m. Well, you can see that here. I think this is the Isle of Becco, but to be honest, it looks the same to me as however many other islands around here. Rasha said there was a cave that would lead us to their village. We should search further inland. Oh, and take enjoyment in my very horrible voice act. Jump down and not die. That one. That one.
Is that light I see up ahead?
That's cool looking. That's so cool looking.
We appear to be standing inside a giant bubble. By the 12. I think we're on the seabed.
Well, well, I thought I heard familiar voices.
Soroban, what are you doing here?
What a curious question. I live here.
Then this is the home of the Blue Kojin.
Just so. I bid you welcome to Tamamizu.
This is so cool looking. Oh man. I have a house in Elder Scrolls Online that looks a lot like this. First day back and I died to a stupid furball Apex. What killed you? How fortunate that we should find a familiar face in this place. We should tell Soroban about our situation. If anyone here can help us, it's him. So tell me, my friends, what strange tides bear you to our home? That is indeed a most dire predicament, but perhaps an opportunity for us to craft yet another profitable arrangement. Very well, I shall introduce you to our leader, Kojin. It will be up to you, however, to present your case. Gonna talk to a bunch of turtle. Gonna talk to a bunch of turtle. Gonna talk to a bunch of turtle. First, there's an ether right. Gotta touch it. A pie something. Got killed by a pie something. I'm so sorry, Apex.
Welcome, guests. Gratitude to you for aiding Soroban in his negotiations.
Negotiations.
We thank you for your hospitality, honored elder. Pray forgive me my brevity, but I wish to discuss an urgent matter.
So, you seek to compel our Red Brothers to forego hostilities for a time.
That's right. We know your two clans have your differences, but what with you being brothers and all, we thought you might be able to share some secret knowledge or something?
From far above, You have journeyed here in search of our wisdom. You shall have it. All creation is a tapestry, through which the divine is interwoven. Kami are legion, and they can be found in the great and the small. Though they come and go as they please, they favor certain vessels. The ancient, the precious, the exquisite. We Kojin covet these vessels, these treasures. We go forth and bring them home to keep them safe and bask in their divinity. They bring prosperity and joy to us and our children. Yet, how are we to seek these treasures above if we made enemies of the Garlean Empire, powerful and far-reaching as they are? Wiser to join with them. So resolved the Red Kojin.
Cautiously and carefully, for the Garleans are blind to the divine, nor will they suffer their subjects to see. So the Red masquerade as mercenaries who seek money and power, and never speak of their faith in the presence of their masters. To honor the divine, they deny it. A twisted and misguided path.
Aye, aye. Kami will not abide such foolishness. This they shall learn to their sorrow. While our red brothers live by the sword, we blue Kojin uphold the old ways, engaging in trade and valuing peace. Alas, men distinguish not between our clans, and judgment for the doings of the red falls unjustly upon the blue. Thus do men grow more and more reluctant to deal with us, denying us our treasures. This cannot continue.
On that point, we are in agreement. You are willing to aid our cause, then?
There is a way that the Red may be driven to retreat into their shells. But to share with you this knowledge is to reveal secrets of the divine. Assurances must first be had, trust forged, a bargain struck.
A number of fetch quests completed.
Well said, Elder. In great crises is great profit to be had.
Delight not overmuch in such things, Soroban. Now, tell our guests what must be done.
As you wish.
Well, I've no idea what we've gotten ourselves into, but so far so good, right?
Okay, so we get to befriend people who live under the sea. Oh, I haven't heard this music yet. Man, the music is really good. Listen well, my friends. We require your assistance with the search for a priceless treasure. The Yasakani no Magatama. This jewel, this most sacred of Kojin relics, was in the possession of Hingashi, until they decided to present it to the Garleans in a gesture of conciliation. The Red would not abide this, and so they plotted to seize the vessel bearing it to the Imperial Masters. Alas, though they succeeded, in the ensuing chaos the Magatama was lost to the sea. We wished to recover the sacred jewel before our brothers. However, were we to come into conflict with them, it would be problematic. Therefore, we turn to you. So you want us to search the ocean floor for this treasure of yours? I'm not sure how we're supposed to do that without, you know. Drowning? Fear not. There's a ritual I can perform to imbue your bodies with a powerful blessing, but first you must prepare offerings for the sea. I require twisted ruby coral, several fist-sized sea snail shells by the seashore, and a freshly harvested uncu carapace. It's quite the shopping list. I'll see to the shells, and Lise can look for the coral. Fadewin, would you go and find an... Oh, the word I got it. The word I struggle saying? Yeah, sure. Would you go and find an uncu and relieve it of its carapace? Uncu? Is it uncu? Uncu? I feel like I'm just saying it the same way over and over. It's well, fine. Have you the Damn it! Have you the uncu carapace? Yeah, please take it and never make me have to pronounce that again. How splendid they are! The kami shall be most pleased, I am sure. I got it! I got the ruby coral you wanted. And I the sea snail shells. They're about the size of my fist, though I realize now you may have meant yours. These shall more than suffice for our purpose. Next we must make ready to present them to the sea and perform the ritual. Once it's been completed, you will be able to move freely through the depths and find the Sakani no Magatama. Out of curiosity, how large is this sacred jewel of yours? Unless it's far too large to be carried by the three of us, how are we supposed to even find it? The ruby sea is not exactly small. Surely you realize we have been searching this whole time. The area we wish you to explore is but a small fraction of the ruby sea. Already we have scoured most of the seabed near and within our territory, to no avail. All that remains is a region to the west. The shellless of Suinosato can provide you with better guidance than we. You would do well to visit them first. Shellless? You mean the Kojin aren't the only ones living under the sea? Of course not. The Rayan have been here as long as I can remember. Shiosai, the overseer, I believe, can tell you more when you arrive. We are getting ahead of ourselves. We have yet to carry out the ritual. Are you ready, my friends, to explore a world unlike any you have ever known? Yes. Let us go to the western part of the village, where the water twists and turns, and there complete our preparations for the ritual. Oh my god, I'm about to get a snorkel, you guys. I believe we're about to get a snorkel, right? He dove into the water a moment ago and said to wait here until he returned.
It is done. Your offerings have been given to the sea. The ritual can begin at last. Come and stand before me, my friends. Yes, yes. Listen to my words, and let all else wash away. Listen to my words, and feel them flow into your heart. At first a trickle, then a flood. O Kami of the fathomless waters of the fallen, the ascended, the flowing, and the becalmed, caretakers of the shallows and of the depths. Receive of us our meager offerings, cleanse these ones of earth and stone, and grant them your blessing, that they might drink deep of the divine. The ritual is complete, my friends. You may now breathe in the depths of land.
Is that permanent now?
Strange. I don't feel any different. Are you sure it worked?
Reasonably. The blessing does have its limits, of course. While it will allow you to dwell in the depths, it will not help you traverse them.
I can swim well enough. How about you, Alisaie?
Oh, like a fish, in contrast to my doggy-paddling brother. Somehow, the boy just isn't very buoyant.
The boy just isn't very buoyant. I see. I see what you did there.
Skilled or no, your bodies are ill-suited to the sea. Your cause demands alacrity, and you shall have it. But first, let us take to the water.
We're mermaids now. We're mermaids now.
Incredible. I could swear I was breathing air.
Now I shall summon for you noble steeds of great strength.
I was like, well, we don't have, our mounts can't breathe. Is that an issue? Well, I should gotta be rude. Right, Apex. Wait, no, she's talking about Alpha. No, it's fine. It's fine. What? No. We're gonna ride manta rays? Are we gonna ride manta rays in here?
Wow, look at them. I bet they could take us all the way to the deepest depths of the sea.
And so they may. After we've won over the Confederacy, rescued Kosetsu, and liberated your respective homelands.
Should you become parted from your steeds, return to me, and I shall call them again. Take care, my friends. And
We
may
about
the
to ride
Kami
manta
stead you
rays.
on your
We're
way.
mermaids. Man. Fuck yeah.
That treasure in no time. Come on!
I didn't mean to speak over the lines that were voiced. But manta rays. Yeah. Diving unlocked. Owing to Soroban's blessing, you may now dive into deep water and stay submerged indefinitely. We get to hide from people whenever we want? Oh my god. Oh my god. This is like an introvert's dream right now. Underwater settlements like Tamamizu and Suenosato can be accessed via circular portals. To leave deep water, you need only swim towards the surface. Conversely, to dive into deep water while swimming on the surface, press Control and spacebar. God, I'm not going to remember that. Should you become separated from your steeds, speak with Soroban and Tiramisu to mount a striped ray. You and all your flying mounts have received the Kojin tribe's ancient blessing. It can now breathe underwater indefinitely. Wait, flying mounts. Are they considered flying mounts if we don't have all the ethereal currents? Probably not, huh? To dive, you must first be swimming in a body of water that allows diving. Next, you simply need to descend as you would with any flying mount. If you're riding a flying mount, you can go from flying to diving by descending into the water at the proper angle. I can tell you for a fact, I'm going to be belly flopping on water for a good 30 minutes before I figure that out again. I promise you, that's how it's going to work. Especially emotes such as water flip that can all be used underwater. These emotes are indicated by a unique icon. Crazy. Apex. Get your ass here. We mermaids. Bloop. Did I get the ethereal current? I mean the I did. Okay. The ether shard. I don't want to get off my mount. This must be Suino Sato, the rain village Soroban told us about. Right then, let's see if they can't help us find the Kojin's missing jewel. You got this, Apex. I believe in you. You may now perform underwater emotes. I'm sure there's someone I'm going to have to talk to where it's like, they won't acknowledge you unless you do underwater flip 3. If this is Suino Sato, then Shiosai, the overseer, should be around here somewhere. I dare say one of the locals will be able to point us in his direction. Though, now that I look around, I get the distinct impression we are not welcome here. I mean, there wasn't much room to miss them, but damn it, I found it. Found the way to miss them. And in the VOD, it's going to look like I went straight there. Level 60, let's go, Apex. So, this is our man. Leave this place and never return. We have no need of wide-eyed wanderers. Sorry, I didn't mean to stare. My name is Lise, and these are my friends Fadewin and Alisaie. We're looking for the overseer of Suino Sato, Shiosai. That's you, isn't it? The Kojin of the Blue sent you hither, did he? I'm no overseer, never would I claim to be one. I am High Priestess Shisui of the Violet Tides, Shiosai. So you are the man we're looking for. Great. We need your help. We're looking for this jewel called the Esakane no... Stop. I will hear no more. We will suffer no outside troubles in our sanctuary, especially those of would-be treasure hunters. Chirp, chirp. Quiet, Ismay, or there'll be no dango for dinner. I can do naught to aid you. I say to you again, leave this place and never return. At the very least, sir, you might condescend to tell us of your village, and why you are so loath to show us even the most basic courtesy. Suino Sato is our sanctuary. Under the benevolent leadership of the Ruby Princess, sovereign of Shisui, we reign and enjoy humble yet fulfilling lives. But it was not always so. Long ago our forebears were driven from their ancestral lands. Beneath the waters they sought refuge from the ravages of war, and here they flourished. All that we are, our culture, our traditions, was born of the sea, as was I. Though we have engaged others in diplomacy, it has ever been with the utmost caution. Isolation and independence are essential to preserving our way of life. So it was when Doma fell 25 years past. The Ruby Princess, and her wisdom, decreed that we would take no part. As it was, so ever shall it be. Forever never apart. Forgive me, I understand now how highly you value your way of life, and how you will suffer none to endanger it. You may be assured that we have no desire to do so, and I would hope that we have given you no cause to assume otherwise. You have not, but this changes nothing. Regardless of your intentions, it is not my place to break with tradition. I must consider the wishes of all who call Suino Sato home. For me to defy their will and permit outsiders to remain would be a gross betrayal of my responsibilities. Please do not ask this of me. Thank you for your time, sir. Well, they hate us. And so it continues. Another village, another deaf ear. Clearly Garabanya was not the only place with walls. I'm starting to wonder if this was all a huge mistake. Gozetsu couldn't have known we would take this long. I only hope he's still alive. Gozetsu might be dead. Meanwhile, in the Tavern of Asari, on planet Namek.
I tire of this filthy tavern, and its still filthier clientele.
Tis scant reward for your treachery, aye. A painted woman of your rich experience deserves a better class of customer.
Oh, name-calling. Is that what we've been reduced to?
Orphan of the Nayuri. Widow of Sashihai. What joy it must have brought you to be revenged upon us all.
Not enough. Not nearly enough. My appetite for your agony is as an abyss. Bottomless. Insatiable. Before you die, you will cry and beg and prostrate yourself upon the earth. You will crawl on your belly through the muck and the piss and debase yourself for my amusement. All of you. But you think you are made of sterner stuff? Rather than have him beat you, mayhap I should have my oath go and fetch your master's head. Oh, poor Lord Kayan. Kami rest his soul. Noble leader of a fallen nation. A fine puppet he made for the Viceroy. For a time. 25 years he was content to serve his masters as a dog. And then everyone had to rise up and get themselves killed. Tell me, how did it feel to fail him that day? To live with the disgrace of his death? Not that you were a stranger to living with disgrace, of course. In the what was it? 25 years since you were humiliated and tossed into an imperial jail? You had plenty of time to get used to it. Oh yes, I heard the stories. About the samurai who would do anything to return to his master's side, even if it meant pledging his blade to his sworn enemy. They say he walked with death. That he slew 1,000 men in the Empire's name. Truly a tale for the poets.
I do not deny my sins, but I will not be reproached by the likes of you.
Oh, I mean not to reproach you, but to praise you. You're a survivor, samurai. Just like me. So, let us not dwell on the past, you and I, and instead give thought to the future. To wit, I would ask you again to help me resolve this vexing matter of Doma's missing heir. Living or dead, it makes no difference, really. But the Garleans are most insistent that we put this problem behind us. And I know you helped him flee. So tell me, what became of Lord Hien?
To my dismay, the details escape me at present. Mayhap your dog could jog my memory.
Get on with it, and mark me, brute. There is no limit to how far you can fall.
Of all the bloody stupid... Ah! When I get back to Eorzea, I'm gonna find that little shite, and I'm gonna make her pay. Yeah.
His head sounds like cabbage. My cabbages. Yeah, people in this world are very crunchy. We seem to have reached an impasse. And to make matters worse, every solution I can think of will only take more time. I don't suppose you have any ideas, do you, Faedwin? Find some Red Kojin and encourage them to talk. The thought of administering a little encouragement does have its appeal, but I would need to be convinced that the Red Kojin knew anything before resorting to violence. You are the ones who came from above, yes? If we could have a moment of your time. Mine apologies, I did not mean to startle you. My name is Ianami, and this is my wife Unagi. We are wondering, have you any news from Doma? If so, we should like very much to hear it. May I ask why? If you must. Our daughter fought in the rebellion. We have heard naught from her since. It would be too much to hope that you know of her. But her name is Yugiri. Sorry, I was out of sync. Kami be praised, she lives. She lives. We were looking for her too, actually, but I'm sure she's right. We had no idea she hailed from Suinosato. How did she come to serve Doma as a shinobi? It all began when she was a little girl. She and another child crept out of the village, having grown curious about the outside world. To Doma they went, where they met a young boy, a proud son of Yangsha. His tales of imperial oppression left a lasting impression on her. When she returned, she spoke passionately of the Doman's plight and urged us to take the boy in, but my wife and I would not hear. We thought the matter closed, but she never forgot his words. She became convinced that the Garleans would one day come for us, and it was in search of the strength to defend us that she left, years later, to learn the ways of the shinobi. When the then Ruby Princess learned of this, she forbade Yugiri's return, lest she bring misfortune to us all. We protested the judgment, but there was naught we could do, and so our daughter, who wanted only to keep her people safe. Surely there is something we can do for these people, they who gave her aid and succor when no one other would. I am but a humble stonemason, but if it is the Yasakane no Magatama you seek, I may yet be of some assistance to you. The jewel is known to possess an unusual property. To the naked eye, it is as jade, but when bathed in a particular light, it shimmers with a divine resplendence. I have mined similar materials before. To find them, one must use these lamps. They cast an invisible light under which the stones sparkle. In the deepest depths, they are invaluable. There is a sunken ship to the east. Though the currents may have spirited away her cargo, you should begin your search there. Thank you so much. We will do just that. I hope you find that which you seek. I only wish there was something more we could do to assist you. Know that you will be my prayers. And when next you see your daughter, pray tell her not a day goes by that her parents and her brothers do not think of her. We will, I promise. It is a current quest. You're a woman from above. I am Kurenai, sister to the Ruby Princess, the ruler of these seas. Your bearing bespeaks a strength and courage few possess. I have been waiting for one such as yourself to arrive. Though not many know it, the Ruby Princess's life currently hangs in the balance. A few days ago, a man cloaked in black visited Ffxiv of the Violet Tides. He claimed he had come to bestow a blessing of holy protection upon the palace. The incantation he muttered instead drew forth a terrible spirit, which took possession of my sister's body. Not long after, similar wraiths of the void began to surge forth, overtaking the palace and stealing the souls of our nearby guards. Ffxiv immediately evacuated everyone, and has since barred people from entering or leaving the palace. Officially, the Ruby Princess is conducting a private ceremony. None but Ffxiv and I know the truth. We have placed a seal over Ffxiv of the Violet Tides to prevent any of the wraiths within from escaping. However, it will not hold for much longer. Ffxiv grows more convinced by the hour that we must destroy the dome and everyone within it, including my sister. I beseech you, woman of the land, lend unto me your might. Please, find a way to save her. Thank you. Truly, I know not what I would have done if you had said no. Now please follow me. We must go speak of Ffxiv. I must meet with him to ensure he does not act prematurely and do something we will all regret. So is this where my people come from? Is this where the aura come from? Sorry. Sorry. And you are... Wait, did I not just talk to this dude? Chirp, chirp. Lady Kurenai, what brings you here? What? My lady, you of all people must realize how incredibly dangerous it was of you to entrust another with our secrets, much less a newcomer whose intentions we know naught of. What other choice did I have? When the seal breaks, we will be forced to drown the palace and all souls within. Would you sooner have me sacrifice my sister and my people than turning to outside help? And you think that this woman has some hidden power capable of delivering Suino Sato from untold disaster? I realize it is not in your nature to ask for assistance, but like it or not, there's little else we can do. The outcome could be worse than losing the Ruby Princess. Even you must realize we only stand to gain by requesting this woman's aid. You have the right of it. Very well. I give your friend until the next high tide to rescue the princess. If she fails, however, I will destroy the dome, and atone for the deed with my life. Remember, my lady, should it come to this, you should be the one to inherit the throne. Here, take this scroll. It will permit you to pass into Ffxiv of the Violet Tides. I presume you are aware where it is located. Not to worry, I shall show you there. The palace lies just beyond the turquoise trench. Before we leave, however, there is one last thing I must share with you. I was not entirely truthful in everything I have told you. It is nothing that affects our current predicament, but it is nevertheless a lie I meant to set straight once this is all over. Forgive me. If it was something I could tell you now, I would. That's weird. This wreck is the self-same vessel of which Soroban spoke. Then if the gods are good, the Magatama is nearby. Ready your lamp and keep your eyes open, Fatal. We're going to need to take this slowly. Move too fast and we risk overlooking something. What am I saying? Yasukani no Magatama, you will need to search the area marked on your map. Use your lamp to pinpoint the precise location of the treasure and claim it. Oh man. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, so that's gonna get trimmed down the bot too. I swear, looking for a needle in a haystack would be quicker, because Setsu will have died of old age by the time we finish. You haven't found anything, have you? This is it! The Yasukani no Magatama, exactly as Soroban had described. It would seem that our fortunes have finally changed for the better. Much as I would like to return and thank Yugidi's parents for their assistance, time is of the essence. I say we make for Tamamizu at once. Hold on to it for now, Fadewind. Once we arrive, present it to the Elder, and then we can finally learn how to deal with the Red Kojin. Okay, good. These are the gates to the palace. Inside are the Ruby Princess and her guards. Thank you, Fadewind. Though he might not show it, Shiosai is secretly very grateful to you, too. The thought of having to kill the Ruby Princess, however indirectly, has been tormenting him. Now there's not much time left. Let us make your way in. You have the scroll of entry, correct? Remember, you will be unable to pass through the gates without it. Oh, it's a dungeon. You are returned, and with the Yasukani no Magatama, I trust. Yes, there is no mistake. Well done, well done. So, about the Red Kojin. You said there was a way to make them retreat into their shells. Are you ready to tell us now? I did indeed, and yes, I am. For you see, divinity resides not only in material vessels, but in individuals. In laying claim to the most sacred of treasures, you have demonstrated an affinity with the divine. To treat with men and women such as you is to invite fortune into our homes. Gladly we will aid your cause. All is ready, Soroban. Then give them what they require. This is a ceremonial knife of some sort. Before this blade, that which is sealed shall open. The treasure vault of the Kojin on the Isle of Zeki. It is there that our most prized relics, be they of the red or the blue, are kept safe. Fiercely do the red guard it, for its contents are more precious than their lives. Were the vault to be attacked, their response would by necessity be immediate. Kojin would be summoned from moms around to defend their treasures. And were we to sow enough chaos, the Reds in service to the Imperials would have no choice but to answer the call as well. Given the Confederacy the sign they've been waiting for, without the Kojin, the Imperials don't have nearly enough troops in Saudi to hold off the pirates. However, you must understand that the vault is holy ground, home to 1,000 kami. To intrude upon it would be without paying the proper respects is a sacrilege we cannot condone. So, if we were to pay the proper respects, it would be alright? Great! How do we do that again? The Yasukani no Magatama is one of 3 most coveted treasures of the Kojin. The other 2 lie within the vault. Were you to deliver the jewel unto the others, and thereby make them whole, the kami may forgive your trespass and instead delight in your mischief-making. So, if I understand you correctly, you want us to take the sacred jewel coveted by your red brothers and deliver it to the treasure vault. More or less. The Yasukani no Magatama belongs on the Isle of Zeki. So long as it finds its way there, we are satisfied. The Magatama has chosen you to bear it to its brothers. Had it not, you would never have found it, and we would not be having this conversation. I shall inform the Confederacy of your plans and bid them make ready to act when the time is right. The Isle of Zeki lies to the west of Suinosato. Look for the cave beneath the waters. May fortune favor you in this and all other endeavors. All of us Right then, I'm not normally in the habit of sneaking into heavily guarded treasure vaults, but if this is the only way to convince the Confederacy to act, then so be it. We should be prepared for a fight, the bigger the better, the kind where you'll wish you had 7 of your most battle-hardened friends at your side. I don't know about you two, but I'm as ready as I'll ever be. Me too, let's do this! Right. Not left to say then. Right, let's go find that cave. Oh. Oh boy. It's way out there, isn't it? Assuming this is the right cave, it should lead us straight to the heart of the Alisaie. Have you got a plan for once we get to the Isle? How about the two of us get the guards' attention while the third heads straight to the vault? Afterwards, the other two join them there, and together we make a stand. With our numbers, it is not feasible to do anything more complicated, I think. Fine by me. I like simple plans. I'll be one of the decoys then. You read my mind. I also had in mind to ask Ffxiv to be one, given her peerless martial prowess. Then it's settled. You two will make your way through the stronghold, creating as much chaos as possible. You know, have some fun. Meanwhile, I will attempt to locate the vault and gain entry to the ceremonial knife. When I'm inside, I will contact you via link bell. Right, come on, Ffxiv, we've got work to do. Underwater fighting. I'm kind of surprised it lets us mount here, to be honest. Aether current right around the corner. Sneaky. Excuse me, do you all have a giant aetherite with which you are trying to summon a primal, by any chance? Or just splash at me. Turtle splashes aggressively. Oh, there's more. Nothing to see here, Striped Ray. Keep up the good work. That was Ffxiv Stormblood. I hope Alisaie's alright too. Ffxiv, Lise, can you hear me? I found the vault. Head northwest, there's a passage leading deeper within. Hurry. Any more ethereal currents hiding around here? Welcome back, Apex. There you are. The entrance is straight ahead. Good timing, I might add. It sounds like the whole garrison is headed straight for us.
Thieves! Thieves! Come to steal our most precious treasures? You will pay for this sacrilege!
That's the spirit. Now don't be shy. I'm more than ready for another
Her
round.
teeth are crazy. Her teeth scared me. She got some chompers.
Seize them!
What in the world?
Who hath made us whole?
Hark! A great kami stirs. Yes, yes. A great kami of the sacred treasures. O great kami, we beseech your intercession. We who have guarded your blade and glass for generations. Your faithful Kojin.
It was I who made you whole.
Thou didst freely deliver our jewel unto thine enemy's own treasure vault? How auspicious we do commend thee, daughter of man. Such audacity is deserving of celebration, exaltation, a contest of wills to mark the occasion. Let lines be drawn, let sides be chosen. And for their loyalty, we shall stand with the caretakers of our greater part.
Oh, perfect. A contest of wills. Just what we need.
Hearken to us, shelled ones. Upon this day your wish shall be granted. Curse neither your fate nor its executor, children of man, for we are of the divine, of both heaven and earth, the ringing silence, the raging calm. All riseth and falleth at the whim of capricious fortune. Assume your marks upon the stage and embrace the coming chaos.
Did I mess up?
We are Susano, and in revelry do we rejoice.
I think I messed up.
That's a primal standing in front of us, right?
And a horde of angry Kojin at our backs. Oh, this contest is getting worse by the moment. Lise, help me clear a path. Leave them to us and save your strength. You'll be needing it soon enough.
Make way! Make way!
Spoil not your appetite for the feast, children of man. The dish will be served whether you will it or no.
Maybe if you don't move, he won't see you. Oh, hi, Jonathan. I think I messed up.
Are you winning, son?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I'm winning. I am happy that I've over-leveled this area, so I can just march right to perhaps my impending doom. That was not part of the plan. A Kojin primal was most definitely not part of the plan. Though I'm sure there's a perfectly logical explanation involving the ether stored in the treasures and the religious fervor for which the Kojin guard them, or something. Pity Alphino isn't here to provide it. And just when I thought our fortunes had changed, I swear, Soroban and his people knew this might happen. No, somehow I doubt that. Even the Red seems surprised by what happened. All rises and falls at the whims of capricious fortune, doesn't it? Then the same goes for him. We have to defeat that primal. As before, our numbers limit our options. I wish I could claim to have a brilliant plan, but I don't. All I have is a desperate one. Dynamite. Oh. Lise, you and I will do our best to draw the Kojin away from the primal. We'll lead them on a wild dodo chase all over this isle. The rest of the plan, I'm afraid, you can guess. I'm sorry, Fid, when I truly am. But neither of us can even approach Cesano, much less hope to defeat him, which means you're on your own. Well, who knows? She does have an awful lot of adventure friends. Maybe some of them decide to take a fishing trip to the Far East and are surprisingly close by. Yes, and I speak fluent Hingan. Come on, there's no point putting this off. Pool of tribute not accessible. Oh man. I need people for that too. That's our stream for the night, everybody. MSQ is locked behind things I need to do for other people. So that is probably going to be an off-stream onto the VOD thing.